So you're still trying to figure out which San Diego neighborhood is going to be best for you. Well, that's what I'm going to do for you guys in this video, is show you one of the best kept secrets here, in my opinion, in San Diego. And I'm going to do a couple things for you guys, and I'm actually going to tell you a little bit more about where I'm at, show you what makes it so special, and then I'm going to take you around to about 3 different properties and a few different price points, just to give you a more realistic idea on what your budget can realistically do here. So let's go ahead and get after it now. Welcome back. If this is your first time here and you'd like to know more about San Diego real estate or life here in San Diego, make sure you tap that subscribe button below. My name is Nick, and you guys are reaching out all the time, and we absolutely love helping you out. So if you're thinking about making a move here in a week, a month, a year, make sure you shoot us a text, shoot us an email, or just straight up give us a call so we can help you save a lot of time and just help you make a smooth move here to San Diego. Now, where the heck am I right now? Well, maybe you already kind of know, maybe you've watched some of these videos before, or maybe you live around here, but I'm in a place called Lake San Marcos, and obviously by the name, it is located in North County, San Diego, in the city of San Marcos. But man, over the past few years, this place has really been put on the map because I'm actually standing in the resort right now, and they renovated this place probably 3 or 4 years ago now, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And even right here, these are going to be some of the suites, and they have little fire pits up there, and you can see those people back over there kind of enjoying it with the lake right out the back right here. So really cool spot. I've grown up in San Marcos for the most part, and I used to come here a lot when I was younger to do a lot of fishing in this lake, and you could do some kayaking, you can rent pontoon boats, or you could be lucky enough to know somebody that lives here and owns a pontoon boat and has one in the slip right here. Or maybe even better actually would be somebody that lives on the lake, because they're gonna have their own dock with a boat as well. So super cool, kind of a different vibe than what you'd really have here in San Diego. So it's unlike any other area. That's why I wanted to share this spot with you. So right behind me, we got a really cool restaurant called Amalfi, and right below it is a bar, kind of like a happy hour joint. You can grab some drinks down there, called Dockside. Now, really good happy hour, like I said, but the restaurant above Amalfi is a couple years old, and it's you know, that building's kind of changed with different restaurants throughout the many years, but I believe Amalfi is here to stay because it's always super busy when I go in there. And if you've ever heard of Buena Forqueta here in San Diego, there's a few locations. We got one in North Park, you got another one in San Marcos, Encinitas. So you got a few here, and really good, authentic Italian food. But one of the owners or chefs actually broke off from them and started Amalfi. So pretty much same menu, and it's really, really good food. But this is kind of what this looks like over here. And the cool part is too, you have, if you want like an active community, this is gonna be it. I wouldn't recommend swimming in this water. Maybe you can kind of see why right there. But people will stand up paddleboarding here. You can do some kayaking. You can obviously do some fishing and things like that, or just kind of get that lake life and just kind of chill by the water. No wakeboarding in here or anything like that. But you will have, like I said, an active lifestyle in here. You're gonna have pickleball courts, which I've been playing a ton of pickleball. If you haven't played that game, play it. It's a lot of fun. But you got tennis courts, you got pools kind of throughout the community, and that's gonna be a different annual membership in here, but it's a really cool vibe. And you know, this was all Lake San Marcos used to be a 55 and up community back in the day, but that's changed. You have, I believe, 1, maybe 2 designated areas where there is 55 and up only if you want something more quiet. But most of it is, there's no age restriction, and it's really cool because yeah, there's a bit of an older crowd in here, a lot of retired people living the good life, but there's a lot of families starting to move in here and kind of bring in younger 30s and things like that. So it's really cool, and it's very diverse, which is very awesome. And the golf courses in here, if you like golf, this is a great place because you got 2 golf courses. You have an executive, which is a par 3, and you also have, well, that would be St. Mark's, and then you also have the Links, which is their bigger full course, 18 holes that kind of curve around throughout this whole area. So really cool location, and not to mention you're located in San Marcos too, which is probably the best part because San Marcos is awesome. Even from right here, you're probably 20 minutes away from the beach, and it's not sunny today, but it's usually pretty sunny out here in San Marcos, which is awesome. And not to mention, if you're starting a family or have kids, great school district here in San Marcos, one of the top rated, and for the price, it's definitely really, really good. Speaking of price, budget in here, you can really find some condos starting at about $550,000. They're going to be smaller condos, but you can also find some really beautiful single family homes that go really close to about $2 million. So depending on your budget, which you're gonna see some of these houses today, just to get a better feel for your budget. Now, not a lot of inventory in here, so you kind of have to know the areas and just be ready to pounce on something when you can. So that's gonna kind of wrap up this little area. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to share with you, any tips. I don't think I have any. So let's go ahead and check out these this first house. All right, so now we're just across the lake and we're in a little residential pocket over here, as you can see, and we have some twin homes around me. The one we're looking at is actually a detached home. But real quick on neighborhoods here, you're gonna have, well, Lake San Marcos is a neighborhood, right? But you're gonna have different little communities throughout, and most of it is going to be detached homes, kind of older custom homes. But you have some pockets where you actually have a gated community in here with some newer homes. You also have some track home kind of style homes as well, and then you also have some condos that you can really find for anywhere from about $500,000 to $600,000. So everything we look at today is in a little bit higher of a price point. Now, this one that we're looking at is a detached home, and the lake's actually right over that way. So it's going to be this one behind me right here, and this one is going to be a 2-bedroom, 2-bath at about 1,100 square feet, and the asking price is $900,000. So it puts the price per square foot right at about the low 800s a square foot. But you can see by those photos, you know, depending on your style, it's completely move-in ready, but maybe some of the areas like the kitchen might need some updating. But overall, it looks like a great house. It's on the smaller side depending on what you're looking at, but you're gonna have, you know, different size houses in here. I'd say most stuff is gonna be around anywhere from about 1,500 to 2,200. So this is on the smaller side, but location wise, it's a great little spot. You're very close to the lake. You have your own private pool back there with, it's for this community, I should say. And there is an HOA in here at about $150 a month. So some of these neighborhoods are going to have HOAs while others don't. So keep that in mind. You can get that annual membership. That's about $500. I think at the moment it's about $500 annually, but it gives you access to all the little areas, whether you want to be doing pickleball, tennis courts. There's a lot of little pools around, and it gives you access to, I believe you can get like kayaks and things at a discount, which is pretty cool too. So that's going to be this little area of Lake San Marcos. Now let's go ahead and look at the next one. So we just took a very quick drive over to the second property, and this time we are off of San Pablo, which if you're not too familiar, there's really 2 roads that kind of circle around Lake San Marcos, and it's San Julian and San Pablo. So this one's in a pretty darn good location, and this one is on a golf course. So you have some golf course views, which it has some pros and its cons to it. If you haven't lived on a golf course before, you kind of need to understand, and you won't really figure it out till you're on that exact property that you're looking at. Okay, where's the tee box? Where are the balls going to be kind of flying and hitting the house? Because it will certainly happen. I mean, I've been guilty of hitting balls and them hitting roofs, even on this golf course. So just something to really think about. Because windows can break and roofs can get hit. But besides that, I think there's more pros than cons to living on a golf course, because you got beautiful views and it's very peaceful and relaxing. But it's actually going to be this house right behind me, and I think you'll really like what they did with it, because it's got that very modern kind of white and bright, low maintenance yard, which is always a huge ask by you guys. But this one's going to be a 3-bedroom, 2-bath at about 1,500 square feet. And the asking price is $1.25 million. So it puts the price per square foot right in the low 800s. So not too shabby for being something completely renovated. And you can see by that floor plan, it was very open. You had a nice backyard, low maintenance, which is really good, and you're right on the golf course. So this is actually pretty nice house, because a lot of homes in here are really outdated. And you'll see that once you start looking at listings in here. A lot of them are not renovated because it was an older crowd living in here. Some have, you know, done the renovations and some haven't. So if you're open to something where you can go in there and do your own makeover on it or facelift, that's perfect. But you will have options like this that pop up, you know, here and there. You just got to know, or I should say, you just got to be ready to kind of step in, because it's a very wanted area being in here in Lake San Marcos, because you guys already know this is one of my favorite spots. And just something about price too is right around that $1.2 million price range here. in Lake San Marcos, your options will open up. You'll start to see a lot better properties. You'll start to see them on golf courses and things like that. So keep that in mind. And let's go head over to this next one because it's about $300,000 more than this one. And it is on a golf course as well, or it's on the golf course. So let's go ahead and drive around this neighborhood and check out the next one. So before I show you this last home right here in Lake San Marcos, I want to talk about a couple things because the population in here is right around 4,000 people living in Lake San Marcos. And if you think about it, there's probably only about 3,000 homes in here. So there's not a whole bunch of inventory at any given time. I mean, even right now, there's probably anywhere from 10 to 15 homes for sale in here. So not a whole lot of options. And when things pop up, they go pretty quick depending on the condition. Now, one thing I really like to see is a good rent to own ratio. And here in Lake San Marcos, it's about 80% owners, 20% renters. So that is awesome to see because some communities here in San Diego will be about 50-50. It's just you have nicer and more well-kept communities when the ratio is better on the owner side, obviously, because people live here and they take care of their stuff. Now, it's going to be this property on the corner right behind me, and this one's going to be a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath at about 2,000 square feet, and the asking price is $1,485,000. So it puts the price per square foot right at about $700 a square foot. But as you can see by those photos, very nice, very turnkey. It's completely renovated inside and out and very low maintenance, and it's on the golf course too. And it's in a good little section where I don't think you're going to get hit by any balls, but for the most part, very wide open concept and nice home. And I really like this driveway right here because you kind of have 2 points of access. You're going to have a cul-de-sac down this way, and I'm on San Julian, which is one of the more, there's a lot of homes on this road, but very, very nice homes. Some are low maintenance, some aren't, but awesome community as you guys got to know. Hopefully you guys really like this video. And if there's anything else I can do to help you guys, feel free to reach out to me and my team, whether you're looking for a starter home or you're moving from wherever the heck you're moving from. Feel free to reach out because we'd be happy to just save you a lot of time and help you figure out which neighborhood is going to be best for you. So feel free to reach out. Contact info is in the description below, and I will see you guys in the next one.